no more.
Okay.
And then I'm about to change. I'm about to go post it everywhere with the new
Okay.
link. All right.
Okay. Hello, hello, hello. One moment. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Hi, Omi Jumilia. All is one. I'm adding this new link to my social media. So apparently I didn't know that you had to like pre-schedule a live. Baby, I'm learning something new every day. I thought I could just hop on here and be like, I'm live. All is one, everyone. All is one. Hi, Stephen. I'm so glad that you came. I'm so glad. Can you tell me as you come in, can you let me know who's here? Tell me where you're from. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I'm going to give. Hi, Priestess Anansi. I can't wait to see you. Hi, Oya Bio. Checking in from LA. Oh, it's like 1 o'clock there. Thank you for joining. So, we're going to make this class very fast. Grab some water, grab some, hi, Nicole. Grab some wine if you want to. This is just going to be a very chill, class discussion for us. So, if you want to take notes, you can take notes. Or if you needed clarification on the things that I say, you can always hit me up. But this is going to be a very chill class, a very chill discussion. We're going to give people a few more minutes because my YouTube basically told me who was the boss. And they said, you are not the boss. Okay, you got to schedule this live. So thank you to Omaware for having me to allow me to use the channel. As you come in, let me know where you're from, who's here. Hi, Christine. from Connecticut. I know it's cold up there. It's getting cold. I'm in DC, so it's cool down here. So I know up north it's like way cooler. And thank you for your patience as well. Hey, Belle. So this is my first live, you guys. This is my first live. As I was telling people earlier, apparently, so since this is my first live, I didn't know that you had to I don't have the proper credentials, I guess. Maybe I need to build a YouTube follower. So follow me on Priestess Almost Sule, Almost Sule on YouTube as well. But I wasn't able to go live because I didn't schedule it properly. So, and we're going to give people always, and you know what? I always say stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. And I was not ready because you called me earlier, Priestess. I was like, did you need anything? Everything's good. And I told her, yeah, I'm just going to go live. Press go live. And when I went on live and it was like, nope, not today. Okay. So we're going to give it one more minute. Well, let's give it to 4:20. We're going to start at 4:20. Yay. Thank you for following me. We're going to give people 2 more minutes because of my, thank you, Nicole, because of, the confusion. But this is just going to be a free flow discussion, Hi, Lorene. I just want to say that a lot of people on here are not coven members. These are like my real life friends and stuff that allow me to priestess to them and pour love into them, and we pour love into each other. So I'm just so glad that you're here. Hi, Lorene, Stephen. I'm so happy that you guys are here and you're supporting me because this is a lifestyle. Okay. All right. So 1 more minute. We're going to give people to 4:20 and then we're going to start. This is going to be a very, hey, Tavon. And this is my dear friend as well, Tavon, that is not a part of the coven. So I love that my friends are here. Hi, friends, and my family is here in real life. I'm so happy that you guys are here. So like I was saying, this is going to be like a free flow conversation. And so you guys, the coven members, can get to know me better. And I know a lot of people are thinking about becoming priestesses. So to talk about the misconception. So we got a few more seconds. All right, it's 4:20, y'all. So all is one. I am Priestess Almost Sule, the goddaughter of the Reverend Priestess Oshunfunke Iyanifa, of the Orisha Hoodoo Institute. And I'm also a senior priestess within the Orisha Hoodoo Institute as well. So I am coming here today. Hi, Tiuni from Chicago. This is also my family. So I'm coming here today just to talk about the misconceptions of a priestess. I know there are a lot of people that within the coven that are thinking about becoming priestesses. I know there are a lot of people in my life that's like, girl, you're a priestess. What's going on? Are you for real? And so I just want to, talk about the misconceptions and the things that you can expect when you become do the journey of priestesshood, I guess. Yes. So my first question is, what is your definition of a priestess? If someone could give me that in the chat. There's no right or wrong answer, just like, what is your definition of a priestess? If one person, or a priest, because there are some men up in here too. So what is your definition of a priest or a priestess? Anyone? Nope. Okay, so my personal definition of a priestess is someone that brings balance and order to family, friends, in the community that they serve. something that I have discovered in my journey of becoming a priestess. Um, okay, so okay, let's go back in there. Sorry, this is kind of loading a little slow. So someone said a spiritual advisor, mentor, and pillar of in the community, which is right. Christine said that. Tayuni said a priestess is a leader in the service of God. Ashe. Enchanted Vibes, Omaware said someone who works with the community to solve spiritual problems. Tavon said to commune with the ancestors and to use their guidance to help guide others. I say to that. Someone devoted to spiritual healing, and a spiritual leader and counselor. Okay, y'all got it. That's good. So as you see, there are different interpretations of what a priest or a priestess is, right? And Jamilua said spiritual community service. Yes. So exactly. As you start your priestess, your journey into priestess, for those who wants to become priests and priestesses, you will see that it's going to look different. Priesthood and priestesshood is not a one cookie cutter type of shape. It's not one dimensional, basically. As well, yeah, and Bell said a practitioner with proper authorization to bring balance using the spirits. Ashe is that as well. And so everyone has different interpretations, but it seems the foundation is pretty much the same. Service to community, using your using spirit, the divine source, God, as a way to serve your family, your friends, and your community. And so as you start into your divine priesthood and priestesshood, you will see that will look different. There are different forms of priestesses and priestesses. They're like ancestral priestesses. There are priestesses that just focus on herbs. There are priestess doulas, death doulas, birth doulas. So it's going to look different as you start and as you figure out your priestesshood. And one thing I would say, don't ever compare your journey to another person's journey. Okay. So one misconception of a priestess would be a priestess has all the spiritual tools and knowledge. For those that are thinking about initiation, it is a beautiful experience, right? But there's continuous learning, right? You just don't initiate and then like, oh, I got initiated. I have these spirits that walk with me. Woo, okay, we good. No, you still have to continue to learn and grow, right? You still have to, that's the importance of studying under an elder, right? So most of the time, your spiritual elder has an elder. Your elder is not out here just all willy-nilly. They have a source that they are, learning from as well. So as we become priestesses and priests, this is not a one-stop shop. You're going to continue to grow and grow interest in different things, right? For an example, I'm gonna use Belle as an example because Belle is new to the coven, and I am a senior priestess, and I learn stuff from Belle all the time. Things that I wouldn't even think of as a priestess, or things that I may not be as in depth with. Crystals are not my thing. And so Brittany was teaching us about crystals. So as you, continue to grow, you're going to learn from other people. You're going to learn people who have just started their journey. You're going to learn from people who've been in their journey for 20 years and haven't even initiated as a priestess or a priest. So you never stop learning and growing. Growing is a lifelong journey. My daughter always says, I can't wait to graduate, so I got to go to school. And I'm like, girl, you're still going to be in school. This is life. You never stop learning, And as Ia always says, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to get out the room. So you always want to surround yourself that with people, with a tribe that's going to help you elevate, that's going to help you hone in on your skills, that's going to teach you things to help empower yourself, your family, and your friends and your community. Okay. And so another misconception of a priestess is that priestesses and priests are exempt from trials and tribulations. That is further from the truth. That if you don't have trials and tribulations, then you just dead. And you're supposed to have these trials and tribulations to help elevate, right? But the beautiful thing about being a priest or a priestess is that you have the spiritual knowledge and the understanding and the wisdom to help you through these trials and tribulations, right? And so it's very important to also to go back. You never stop learning and growing. You're never going to stop gaining tools. So as these trials and tribulations come to you, you're like, okay, death might be a trial and tribulation, right? Death is inevitable, right? So okay, I'm a priestess now, and I know I have the understanding that death is not final, right? So as a tool that I can use, you know what? Yeah, you're gone from the physical earth, and I'm going through this trial, and I'm so sad that you passed away. But guess what? I have the spiritual tools to connect with you in the spiritual realm. So you're not exempt from trials and tribulations. Is always going to be there. Death is going to always be there. Uh, Loss of job. Some things are out of our control. But a good thing about being a priestess is that you have different divinations. You have all these powerful these spirits that walk with you that are going to foretell and help you. If you're doing your divination as a priestess, you'll be able to see when the trials or tribulations are coming. And sometimes those trials and tribulations, you got to ride them bitches through. Excuse my language. I'm a priestess, but I curse. But sometimes you got to ride them bitches through. But it won't be as bumpy because you have your spiritual tools. You have your ancestors. You have the spirits that walk with you that be like, okay, we're going to go through this, but we're going to knock down every obstacle. And that's how you build your spiritual ashe, because I can't give you experience about being homeless if I've never was homeless, or I can't give you experience about being a mother if I haven't been through, I'm a mother, so I can give you a perspective about being a mother. Um, it says I update. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm worried she be doing it for me. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, so you are not exempt to trials and tribulations. The things about it, you have the knowledge and the tools and the skills and the tribe to help you get through that. That is balance. I'm a priestess, but I curse. That's balance. Y'all know me. Y'all know this is how I express myself. Okay. And this is why I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys, because also as I was, grown into my priestesshood, I had like this narrow mind of what a priestess was like. Oh, you can't curse. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go into a little bit more. Oh, I'm just the worst priestess ever. But then I realized, like, hell no. This is life, and I'm a human. Priestesses are human. Okay. So let's go. So that's where trials and tribulations come from too. I'm a priestess, and I know that people want to try me. That's my trial and tribulations. Oh, I know that, people, I might lose this job because no matter what I do, they're gonna just keep picking at me. But you have that energy, that power, tap into that power to help you with the things, tap into divinations. So you're not sitting there looking like a deer in headlights when they give you your walking paper and you like, dang, I didn't even know I was going to get unemployed and I ain't got no money saved in my account. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, another misconception, which ties into the second one, misconception about a priestess is that we do not have worldly issues, such as I said before, trials and tribulations. Some people think because you're a priestess, you don't have family issues. Some people think because you're a priestess, you ain't got your man you ain't got men issues and things like that. We are human, and we're going to go through the same things. There are lessons that, like I said, everything ties into each other. Just because you initiate doesn't mean that the lessons stop, And so the lessons probably going to come more because you have the tools and the skills and the understanding and the wisdom. Let's just talk about wisdom to be able to navigate through it. So, an example, a lot of us in this spiritual walk, we got families that ain't nobody going to try you like the people on your job and your family. Okay. We got family members that are just with foolishness and fuckery. Right. And, We have family members that, sometimes we might have been involved with the foolishness and fuckery, but once you know better, you do better, but as a priestess, you are to understand and grow wisdom and things like that, right? So there might be family issues, there might be friend issues, but you have the skills. Sometimes as a priestess, if your mama acting crazy, sometimes you just gotta say, Mama, I love you. I'm gonna have to separate from you, but I'm gonna be doing this working on you because I still love you. But I love myself enough to be like, you know what, I need to separate from you. So there are always still gonna be worldly issues, and that's where divination comes from. So, it's no, my mama be crazy. Y'all pretty know, everyone knows mamas be crazy, right? And I talk to my ancestors about it. I'm like, just like, I understand. And you lean on your ancestors, you lean on your spiritual team to help get through these worldly issues. These niggas ain't shit out here. These niggas ain't shit, but the peen be good sometimes. We are human, right? But when you are doing your divination and when you tapped into your ancestors and the spirits that walk with you, they're going to show you that no, this is not conducive for me. This behavior is not conducive for me. This man is he's bringing down my vibration low. Like, I'm all for yoni love. And once we finish doing it, it's like, I need to go sit in the bath because something's not going right, So we do, we have worldly issues. But as a priestess, as someone that knows better and should do better, the peen do be good, and so also too it's that discretion, because also too, spirit, when you know that you're not supposed to do this, spirit might just still bring that peen back, and you are supposed to be empowered and have that insight and tapped into your ori to be like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna stay off you today, okay. And so, as a priestess, we, I'm gonna share this story with you because I just want y'all to know how real shit can be, right? And so, an example, ancestors had told me years ago that I shouldn't be with this man, right? And so, but spirit, this guy keeps coming back, and I'm like, oh, but every time spirit is like, girl, you know better, you should do better. And I'm like, yeah, and spirit always show me why I shouldn't be with this man, right? Because he's just not good for me spiritually. So this last time when he slithered his way into my life, he enticed me with karaoke, wings, and liquor. And I like wings, I like liquor, and I like karaoke, right? So this is just how it's human. And my ancestors told me not to do it. It was like, girl, you just was sitting up here complaining that you was tired. Now you about to go downtown for some wings and with a guy we already told you is not the one. But I like free food and liquor and stuff, right? And I like karaoke. So long story short, I was disobedient. And guess what? I paid the consequences. I paid the consequences the next day. I was sick the next day. I missed my best friend's engagement, because as a priestess, I had these worldly issues that I know I shouldn't even be entertained with. I should have just sat my ass at home and did the work and like I should have been doing. But, I'm like, I like liquor and I like karaoke, and I like chicken wings, the worldly got the best of me, right? So, and I was punished and I divined on it, and ancestors say, yeah, because girl, you weren't supposed to do that, right? And so now I just sit back here and I mind my business and I buy my own chicken wings. And hey, and this is my friend Gerard, Busy Blue. Hey, Busy, sorry I missed your engagement. And I love you though. But I was so sick that I was like vomiting from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I thought I was in here losing my life. I was going on eat goon and stuff. And it was like, yeah, girl, we got you, but you got to suffer through it, So, we do have worldly issues. We have haters. Once you start elevating higher, people are going to be attracted to your light. And it may not be people who have light. It might be people who light are dim, and their goal is to bring you down, another example would be, as a priestess, I'm gonna be real, something I struggle with is anger. I like I know for sure that in my past life I was a warrior and I was out here killing people and stuff. Can I say this on YouTube? I don't know, but they'll take it out. But I was out here, doing what it was supposed to do. And Yeah, that was, and Spirit also told me to cleanse my house, So Spirit was like, they were very upset with me and stuff. And I was like, I won't do it anymore. Block. No, did I? Yeah, I said block, delete. Okay. And so something as a priestess that I, struggle with is a worldly issue. I live in a big city that is overstimulating. And as I am elevating spiritually, I realize that foolishness and fuckery is like, I can't be with it anymore. Right. And so you realize that people, especially if you got a headscarf on, people will be right on the bus and, they'll see you with your headscarf on, your leggings on, and they will blow smoke in your face. Okay. And I tell you, this is not a lie at all. They will blow smoke in your face, do the most disrespectful thing. But when you're tapped in as a priestess, you know to just shut the fuck up and get off the train. Because you know that there is bigger spiritual consequences for you because you are supposed to move a certain way, right? But that doesn't mean because you're a priestess, the foolishness and the fuckery is not going to stop following you. It's going to follow you, but how you respond to it can be of love and could be of balance. Okay. Okay. So talking about love and light. Another misconception is that priestesses are always love and light. I cannot tell you how much when I initiated and I was like, okay, now I gotta be love and light. Now I gotta be up here, my mom up here acting up, child. I just gotta take it, because I'm love and light. My baby daddy up here, child. He doing what he want to do, but I'm gonna chill out because it's love and light. They try me at the job and stuff. They really try me, but I gotta be love and light, right? Being love and light doesn't mean that you have to be disrespected. And that's something as a priestess, you'll have to be able to learn how to balance, right? And it's all about balance. You could be a priestess of love and light, but also too, if darkness comes, do you know how to deal with the darkness? You understand? Priestesshood is not always going to be love and light. There will be some people that might just try you because you are a priestess. There might be people that are plotting against you because they see your light, right? And so as a priestess, you're going to have to be able to learn how to work with your left hand to be like, okay, spirit is telling me there's an attack coming, right? So let me do some protection. We're not telling you go out and hex people, but let me stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Because sometimes love and light may not work for people. Sometimes you gotta get low to the gates of hell, to the flow, to let them know that you're gonna pray with me, but don't play with me, right? So there could be a balance. As a priestess, you have to be able to have a balance as well, to be like, okay, I'm gonna be a vessel for Olodumare and the spirits that walk with me, but also too, you don't have to, don't disrespect me. But also too, if a client comes to me and they're saying that their family is being attacked, do I have the proper left-handed energies to work with to help prevent, to help protect, to help set up a defense, So sometimes love and light ain't gonna set up these defenses. Sometimes you're gonna have to tap into your warrior side to be like, you know what? This is approved by the ancestors. Make sure you're always divine. This is approved, and I have to protect myself. You don't want your back against the wall. You wait till your back is against the wall because you was all love and light and stuff, and your life while everything else is like burning around you. You can also be love and light, and then also too be iron and war if need to be. So that's another thing. We are human. Okay. um Another misconception: you can choose when to turn your priesthood and priestesshood on and off. If you're a priestess, this is a lifestyle. Like ESA, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. You cannot determine when you want to turn your priestesshood on and off. And also too, like I went back to say, once people know that you're a priestess, once energy around you know that you have this tapped in ability, and you are empowered, and you are the priestess and you're in alignment, they're going to send things to try to get you off alignment. You understand? They're going to send you things to get you off track, and you can't be like, well, I don't feel like priestess in today because I just can't deal with it. An example for me is that, no lie, I have people that will come to me and we know it's mental health and substance abuse, and they would tell me their whole story. I've had a long day at work, on the plantation and stuff. Massa got me running around and stuff, all this stuff. Just can't be myself really in the workplace, right? So you stifling me, and then I got to go out to my life, and then I got to hear about your problems. But as a priestess, you don't have the ability to turn that off and on. I'll be on a bus, and I come from the world of social work, so because of the area that I lived where I work, I see a lot of former clients, and they will come to me on the street, and they would tell me all their problems, like I'm their social worker, right? Tell me all their problems. They'll tell me how people taking their money, all these things, right? And sometimes I just be like, I don't want to hear it. But then I know if I dismiss them, I might be the only person that just let them vent that day. Priestessing doesn't really mean that you have to pull out all these candles and all these mason jars and all these other things like that to work up some magic. Sometimes priestessing is just being a vessel, using you as a vessel, and you don't have the ability to turn it on and off. If spirit gives you a message that you're supposed to give to a person that can help that person, you are supposed to be obedient and do it. So you cannot turn your priestesshood on and off. You can't decide when you want to be a priestess or not. I was in Puerto Rico, and I met this lady one day, and she called me the next day while I'm sitting out on the beach doing a ritual now that the love goddess had us doing like a ritual, and really just trying to protect my peace. And she just called and just laid all her stuff on me, and we had an hour conversation on the beach in Puerto Rico. And I would rather be sitting up there, soaking up the sun, not taking on other people's energy. But as a priestess, that is your responsibility, right? So I would have been rude to be like, nah, girl, I'm on the beach today, girl. And you knew that you shouldn't have went out to Puerto Rico with these people anyway. Sometimes, people just want you to listen. So a lot of times when I want to turn my priestesshood off, I can't. I can't turn my priestessness off. And because you have a bigger responsibility, especially when it comes to your family and your friends. If you have family and friends that you are here to help and support with, I know my family is tired of me. I know they'd be like, girl, can you talk about, it is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. You can't turn it off. You're constantly in prayer. You're constantly getting, downloads, and it's for the betterment of yourself. Okay. Um, and so those are the things that I wanted to talk about as far as being a priestess. Are there any questions? Does anyone have any questions? These are things that have helped me in my journey to, continue my to be a priestess. I always thought that I had to be one way. I thought that, Olodumare and the ancestors were upset with me because if I cursed or if I got into a physical altercation, But as a priestess, I know now I don't even have to fight. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh my, and let me tell y'all, my sister. Let me tell you, my sister is on here. These are like my sisters. Okay, like family. Okay, blood. This is my blood, and I'm so happy that you guys are here to support me, and my outside people are here, and I'm just so happy that I get to, like, this is a lifestyle, and I get to, like, it bleeds all in. It doesn't have to stay in the Discord or in my prayer room, and my friends just let me be me. And I love y'all. I love my sisters. I love my daughter's godmother, Melissa. Hey, Mel. My daughter's godfathers, my best friends, they are all here. And so this is like a testament of, your life as a priestess, And I think my friends and family would tell me, would be honest and say, even though I'm a priestess, don't mean that I'm boring, I think I'm like one of the funnest people, I think. And so I really had to realize not to water myself down, to authentically and unapologetically be the priestess that I am. I'm going to fall short. My baby father going to make me want to hit him with the back dark skin part of my hand. But I know that is not the way it's supposed to be, So, so are there any questions? I didn't want to get too deep. I didn't want to talk about initiation. I didn't want to talk about spirits that walk with you and all these other things. I just wanted to kind of like surface, have a discussion with you all. And so you can like get to know me, those that know me know that I am a warrior in every sense, a spiritual warrior, a physical warrior. They know I am a healer of my community. I attract crazy people. Sorry, not probably shouldn't. I attract people who need a lot of help. And people know that I tend to attract a lot of things, crazy things that only tend to happen to me. And so I think that I want to be a testament to know, for people to know that, you don't stop learning as a priestess. You're going to continue to learn. You're going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to elevate. You're going to continue to walk into your path. This is a journey, but make it a beautiful journey. If you guys ever have any questions about, oh, can you talk more about walking in your truth and losing the fear to do so? All right, let me take a sip of water right now. This is me. What you see right now is me, is an example of a person walking in their truth and losing the fear. Let me tell you, I don't like public speaking. I don't. You wouldn't even find me. My friends would tell you that I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for years. And they were like, you should do it. You should do it. And I've always been so fearful about what other people would think about me. But then also, too, when you get lost in that fear, you start to realize when you're not in alignment, you are unhappy. Shit's going to start happening that should not be happening. And once I seen the good taste of being in alignment, and what does that look like for myself, and what does that mean when you are in alignment with, there was it is your birthright to be joyful, happy, and fulfilled. Like that is successful, happy. Like you are not supposed to struggle. So once I realized that what walking in alignment looks like, I started really tapping into the energies that walk with me to help remove the fear. I don't like public speaking. I don't want people to, I don't have the temper. I have a really bad temper that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? I won't be in a Facebook group going back and forth with you to try to convince. We're going to do 2 rounds before I say, you know what, fuck you. Right. So, but I also realized that this is walking in my purpose. And when you walk in your purpose and you realize how happy you are, how things are, your prayers are being answered fast, you are going to start tapping and you're going to start seeing you're hesitant. What's stopping you? What are the fears? And you start crafting your prayers to work to help, with these fears. I've been, one thing that I love about Ia, she sees something in me that I did not see in myself, and she's very aligned with spirit, and she is very, very, very obedient to spirit. An example would be the elderberry class. Was it the elderberry class? No, we had a ritual that we did, and I know I told Ia that I did not like public speaking. And after we did the Zoom video, she sent me the video to edit. And I was like, I know I have to watch myself talk. Like, this ain't it. I have to watch myself. And so I realized that was a fear that I had. So I started, when little things start to come up, I started tapping into the energies that work with me. Ancestors, I know this is not in alignment with me. I know I'm starting to feel real uncomfortable at the motherfucking plantation. Help me to get in alignment, remove fear and replace it with courage, remove doubt and replace it with faith. You understand? So you start to really see what walking in alignment looks like, and when you start to get rewarded for being obedient to spirit, you're like, oh, I don't want to go back to the ghetto. I don't want to go back to the ghetto at all. I don't want to go back into the ghetto. And so that fear is going to, that fear, you either going to be stuck in fear and living like your shit in chaos and confusion, or you're just going to tap into the spirits that walk with you to help remove the things that are keeping you out of alignment, that's keeping you away from your destiny, and then always just replace it, ask them to replace it with something else. So that's, I'm a proof of, walking into being obedient. And I've known this for years. And my friends are testament to it. And, they've given me encouragement and stuff. But also, too, you're going to have to really, once you know better, you do better. And once you start tapping to your Ori, and your Ori be like, girl, what the fuck are you doing down here? Like, what is going on? What did we tell you? Like, we told you this opportunity came and you let fear take over. Okay, so we're going to show you what the repercussions of fear is. And it's just being uncomfortable. Once you start really being uncomfortable with certain things that keep you out of alignment, you're going to be like, maybe like, remove it. So, any other questions? Because I could go on and on and on and on and on. Oh, Ori does get on that ass. Let me tell you. And I hope for those that I know everyone in the coven, they are working with their Ori. I know Renaissance Woman. I know she already knows about her Ori. And I know my friends have always heard me I talk about Ori in real life because Ori is me and I am her and she is me. And, when you are tapped in, and when you are doing your divinations and things like that, you're already in the spirits that walk with you are going to tell you about trials and tribulations. Like, I told you, for an example, I'm be real. I think everyone that knows me in my personal life and in the coven, they know this story. So, but for the new people, Oya Bio, you were talking about dreams. And I wanted to put this in the chat, but I really only haven't. I wish I could do a voice recording because that's how, my fingers be all, I get cramps and stuff. So an example was, I don't remember my dreams, but I had a dream one day and I was being attacked. And I was doing my favorite pastime. I was fighting people. But it was just like a whole bunch of, it was like these energies, like these shadows, people that were coming. And I'm just like, I'm fucking them up. But it was like an ant coming out of an anthill. And someone on my spiritual team said their name. And it was, I believe Nicole asked, okay, perfect. I'll answer that as well. And so basically I took the dream as a warning, right? One, because I don't remember my dreams. Also, and if I remember this dream and it was a dream about this, I'm like, okay, so I'm doing protection work, stay ready. So I ain't got to get ready. I'm praying and stuff. This particular day, when the shit hit the fan, it didn't matter how much prepping I was going to do. That was the trial and tribulation. That was what was going to happen, And because I was prepping myself, because I seen it and I divined and I knew things was going to happen, like my spiritual team stepped in and stepped up for me. So, what did she about your friends that are not spiritual? I am very blessed that majority of my people, and I said that I don't use friends lightly. I'm very picky with the people that I exchange energy with, especially in my personal life. If I got to exchange energy with you at work, this is business. But in my personal life, I like peace. And I just happen to have people who are who are spiritual, some are Christian, some are not. And so something that I've learned from when I started my spiritual journey, I had this one girl, we was real homegirls and stuff. Let me tell you, if I ever see her on the street, I'd be like Helen Keller up in that joint. Where my can I see nothing, okay? But she used to try to challenge me on my spirituality. And when I was talking about crystals, she was like, what is these crystals? What is this? What is this? What is this? And so I realized that as you start to spiritually elevate, people are going to start falling off. You understand? Everyone that all my friends, none of my friends practice ATR. None of my, there's some like hoodoo, but none of my, as far as me, I'm like the one. And I'm blessed enough to not have friends that are resistant, friends that are open-minded, friends that are respectful of my destiny, because this is my destiny, right? And so with that, as you start to see, this girl was a very good friend of mine. And I remember distinctively like praying and asking for people who are not supposed to be in my life to be removed. And the people that are, they, stay. But, even though we were friends at that time and she, the ancestor said she got to go, I said, headed to the door. But, I never, tried to project my beliefs and things of her. I want my life to be a representation of Olodumare. If I'm saying I am an initiated and this is the what I practice, I want the way that I move, the things that I say as I'm a reflection of Olodumare to be like, oh, she's the truth, So I don't want my words to I don't have to convince you. Let my lifestyle, let my blessings convince you. Um, let's see what else. Hold on. Walk. Oh, I already seen that one. I already see that one to make sure. Um, how to manage people who have gifts and try to latch onto your light and not venting, but are constantly asking for insight into their lives. Girl, let me tell you something. That's another thing I should have talked about too. That's why I love these questions. Let me tell you, priestessing is a selfless job, but that does not mean that you have to be abused. And let me tell you something. If you feel that people are taking your energy, you have to remove those people, because you are, as a priestess in training, as a priest in training, as a vessel for Olodumare, you are no good if these energy vampires are latching onto you and taking all your energy and things like that. So if it's someone that you have to be around, always wear something protective. You understand? And you realize that something that I have realized is that you have no control of anyone but yourself. You understand? You want your mama to do well, but that next thing you know, she gonna steal your money and go outside and buy crack, okay, and rob the whole house. You cannot change anyone. You want your man to do good, but guess what? Soon as you go on a retreat down to Atlanta, he's spending the weekend with his baby mother. So you can't really control anyone. You can only control yourself. So if you are aware that this is not conducive to your spiritual growth, you have to let it go. You have to set up barriers, whether it's wearing a piece of jewelry, whether it's, I am gonna lie to you, I have a person that I know, very fun person, but I realized that he is a energy vampire, and I think he got a sex demon, but I wasn't trying to get too much. And so he drains my energy. He drains my energy, and he is spiritually gifted as well. But guess what? I love myself more. So I set the boundary. If I don't want to answer the phone, I don't answer the phone. If I know you calling about some bullshit today that's just going to drain my energy and I got a working to do, then I'm not going to answer the phone. So you have to set up like boundaries. Just being a priestess doesn't mean that you have to take people abuse. You can also put yourself first and be like, you know what? This may not work out. You know what? I don't think I'll be able to help you. And still keep that person in prayer, always listen to yourself, because let me tell you, spirit will tell you, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And then you be like, well, I just want to save. And the spirit be like, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And that's how it is. And then next thing you know, you done depleted all your energy and you don't have anything to give to you, to your family, to your friends, and your community, because you are letting someone drain your energy. So, now dream interpretation. I'm the wrong person. I can't remember my dreams. And I know I have a whole bunch of good things going on in my dreams. And when I wake up, the ancestors be like, ancestral side eye, you don't remember anything we said, anything you do. I know I just wake up tired. So I don't remember my dreams unless they like, girl, you're not getting it. You fighting people, get it together. So I don't know if there's someone, I don't know if you're part of the covenant. Who's they, Love and Bay? If you're part of the covenant, there's a dream interpretation section in Discord. Oh, thank you, Omaware. Thank you. I'm asking for people who are energy succubus. Let me tell you, and I'm gonna be real, and because I think that one of the things as a priestess I want to be is like unapologetically and authentically myself, right? And I wouldn't say don't take what I say to heart. You divine and you do what's good for you. I got a mama who is an energy vampire. She can say, how you doing, baby? It's raining outside and my energy is just drained. Do you understand? And I had to come to the conclusions and do deeper introspection of myself. Like, what is it why she's not saying anything bad? So why is she setting you up? Why is her energy? And her energy she is an energy vampire, okay? And I'd be like, Dag, I just sat on the phone with her for 5 minutes and I'm just depleted. And so I had to set the boundary. I had to, do some divinations and work with my ancestors to be like, I can't control other people, but until I can control how I respond to these energy vampires, then I have to like separate myself. So Oh, Hoosie Soleil is a great dreamer. Yeah, let me tell you, Hoosie Soleil is a bomb. Okay. Um, I'm trying not to care as much, but it's been a, and also too, spiritual work is continuous. Do you understand? It is continuous. You could be doing root chakra work for a month, and then you go and reach up to your heart chakra and you realize there's some shit that you really need to, so it's never a one-stop shop. It's a continuous things that I thought that wouldn't get me upset, or that wouldn't, that I didn't care about, it comes back up. And I'm like, okay. And so you have to be authentic with yourself and truth with yourself, and then in tune with yourself, to be like, this is what I'm struggling with. How do I now, what is the work? What do we do, team ancestors? What do we do? You know? And so just be kind to yourself as a priestess. Don't compare yourself to other people. The way that you priestess is may not align with everyone else, but if it aligns with your destiny and your ancestors are good with it, and the spirits that walk with you are like good with it, and this is what they want to do, you tell the people to mind their motherfucking business and let you be a vessel for your family, friends, and community. So your priestesshood is going to be different, So I think, is there anything else that any questions, any other questions, anything else? I thank everyone, for coming. I should have had there's a class tomorrow, y'all. If y'all I just want to let you know, 2023, we elevating, and whatever blockages that we got that we need to get motherfucking rid of, like, we got to do it, because life is meant to be lived. You understand? And so if you feel like there are certain things that's keeping you from your destiny, work with your spiritual team to help yourself. Work with your spiritual team to help elevate yourself, because it's nothing like living a mundane life, a day-to-day life, and you just not happy because you're out of alignment, because you're scared of what other people going to say. Like, people be talking about, my husband Barack Obama every day, and he's not even in the office. Do you understand? So if they talk about Barack Obama and he's not in the office, they're going to talk about your ass. Okay. And so you don't live your life for other people. You live your life for your destiny. You live your life so you can have a beautiful life, and so that it can be appeasing to Olodumare and legacy building. So, so these are some misconceptions of a priestess. There's a class tomorrow. Is this a coven class? Oh my God. But there's a class tomorrow about a herb class, intro to herbal medicine. So I wish somebody would have posted in there. I didn't have that. But if you don't have any questions, thank you for coming to this class. If you have any other suggestions for classes, or if you just want to know certain thing as a priestess, I'm also doing a class about how to stay protected in a chaotic world. This world is crazy. People are out here, they wake up just to fuck around with you. That's what they do. Their mission is, we have our destiny, other people got destinies to cause chaos and confusion. And so I'm doing a class on the when is the class? On February 13th, I think. On February 13th. Yeah. February 13th, how to stay protected in a chaotic world. Like I already said, I'm a priestess that draws a lot of people be coming for me, just as well as they love my light. They attracted to it to cause chaos and confusion. So how to stay protected in a chaotic world. So thank you all for coming. Thank you to the Coven for coming. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see those who are coming to Atlanta on Saturday. I can't wait to see y'all. To my personal tribe, my family, my friends, I love y'all, and I am so glad that you guys came. And so yeah, we're just on about. Oh yeah, and I love Love Goddess too. Is Love Goddess here? She probably not, but I love Goddess too. And her love sap is the bomb. And Love Goddess, I be using my friends. I gave them some little to try some of my love sap, and they be pulling them. They be pulling them. Okay, opportunities. But so have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming, and remember, I am Priestess Sule. Pray with me. Don't play with me.